What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning on the bottom map in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is m4rcos. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Sirtok. Sirtok has given up on the Hades here. He is saying he is not getting the wins with Hades. Maybe he can do it with Zeus. He's found himself in a very, very difficult situation, though, because what he wanted, and this is for those of you who are watching this on the YouTubes later, won't see this, but Sirtok wanted to veto this game because he got a 2 giraffe spawn. He wanted the 3 giraffe spawn for a very, very clean early game, but unfortunately, he did not get it, and he's going to be out on this second hunt already. And all it matters, all that it means is that Sirtok can't do a crazy fast advance. But take a look at this. This could be a very, very fast game here for Sirtok to go for an Athena rush. Look at that gold mine way out in the middle of nowhere. Odysseus stationed on this one. It's going to be so difficult to deal with. If Sirtok hits the 402 here, which I'm not sure he's quite going to be able to do, but if he can hit the 402 advance or even a 416 and go for an Athena rush here, m4rcos is going to be in for a very, very difficult time to deal with this because it's such a strong early game strategy. All the food is forward, except for, I mean, there's Zebra over here, but it's really, really tough for the Oranos player to kind of deal with those sorts of Athena rushes. Now, there's also a completely separate strategy that's just as good that Sirtok can go for here in this situation, which is going through Hermes, going for Centaur, and just going for unit picks to try and get an advantage here. So we'll have to wait and see how things end up eventuating. But Sirtok sees the gold mine, and he's got to be thinking in his head right now, what should he do? He's got villagers forward here that he can actually drop the temple down with. The temple going down quite late here. The temple normally takes around about 30 seconds to build. At 2 minutes and 46 seconds, if he gets it down by then, he should be able to advance for a 316 advance time. You can see he's actually got the food already. In this game, he's moving villagers over onto the gold line, 3 villagers on the wood line, more villagers coming over here, and this is going to be looking like some sort of a one town center play, if you ask me, to make a prediction right away. As we do see m4rcos, he's going up through Prometheus, going for a 4-minute advance time here. This is very, very bold. Generally speaking, the Oranos cannot get a clean advance time through with hunting dogs with only 2 giraffe. So this is a very delayed 4-minute advance time. You have to eat pigs. You can see once he hits 50%, you'll see exactly how delayed it is. It's 9 seconds after 4 minutes. So that's actually I can't do math, 14 seconds late in terms of villagers. Had he simply just gone for a 4-minute 30 advance time, we'd have a lot more resources to play with in this game, and we'll see how it's all going to go. Sirtok moving across the map with his Jason. We see the citizen moving over onto the manor on this location as well. Relics on the map here can get picked up. We've got the Scarab pendant here. Sirtok deciding to not go for that, as he does realize that there is a potential Valor that's going to come through here, and m4rcos does click that one. I'm sure that Bolt will simply just get utilized on that high HP unit. No, he's not going to use it. Just brings 1 villager in to start shanking away. The Oracles have to retreat back, and we did actually see, after all is said and done, Sirtok is going for Athena. Ladies and gentlemen, will he be able to survive here after all is said and done? A little bit of micro here, a little bit of dancing shoes needs to come through as the villagers dump their food in, getting in to shank these Oracles as best as he possibly can, as the Jason getting chased around, trying to get onto that Promethean here as the villagers come through, or the Oracles come through, starting to get picked off here. And he doesn't manage to pick anything off. Neither player loses anything, but lots of HP down the drain here for m4rcos is Sirtok now moving over onto this location. Where are the military buildings? Military Academy, Military Academy. This is a new age Athena rush that we've been seeing a little bit. If you actually go back to Pandora's Box, you remember an incredibly entertaining game played by Skadi and Kavoth, where I believe Skadi went for 3 military academies early, and he basically just full sent for the entire game here. As units coming through onto this position, there is still a bolt to be utilized, but Sirtok hasn't used it just yet. He's almost lost the Minotaur here as the Jason and the Odysseus, everyone retreating back. Sirtok in a bit of a difficult position here. He might be kicking himself a little bit for not going for a Hippocon at the start here. And this might be a very, very short game here. We'll see if Sirtok can stabilize. He needs to get his Odysseus in onto this position here because there's some difficulties in front here, as there's very few units out right now for Sirtok. 35 population. Sirtok actually housed here with lots of villages on the wood here. He needs to take those villages off of wood maybe and get some more gold as the units coming through. Minotaur coming in. Restoration needing to be utilized here. And m4rcos just going to take that opportunity to retreat away. Minotaur goes back up to full HP after all of that was done. But Sirtok here, he's stabilized. He's alive right now, but he's down a classical age god power as this struggler hoplite. Moving forward here, we will be seeing the Terma turning around, trying to get a little bit of damage done onto that one as the hoplites decided to continue getting that pressure done. These units get pushed into the... Look at the m4rcos gets chucked into this location. I don't think he can retreat here. I think he's completely stuck in that location. 11 HP m4rcos in behind the trees for the rest of this game. So that's funny. That's really good. We do see the bolt getting utilized there onto the m4rcos immediately. Hero m4rcos gets taken out. And Sirtok going to have to retreat back ever so slightly. The villagers here for Sirtok, where else have they gone? Back into the main base, onto the herdables here. As well, he's actually, no, he's still over here, but he's getting a gazelle long distance gathering there or something at this point. As Sirtok now, he's got the units out. He does have one very low HP Minotaur as the army is moving towards the base of m4rcos. Things will start looking scary here. Sirtok does need to consider dropping an extra military building here very, very shortly, and he is going for the stable as the temple getting taken down here. The villagers over on this position need to retreat back. The raid's coming through. Plenty of hoplites in here to deal with this sort of a raid, but the villagers are getting cleaned up. Sirtok not microing there to the best of his ability. A little bit too much going on as the hoplites trying to deal with this forward attack right now. Random Terma hero might get taken down as well as the Terma get pushed back. 5 villagers on this position to eat this elephant moving forward here, as Sirtok going to be pulling back here to try and continue defending this. He's got to be a little bit more careful about where he's allowing the hunt to fall here, as m4rcos pushing in here with these units, distracting all over the place here. And a dead villager! The elephant is always going to be a difficult unit here to deal with, as another villager down for Sirtok. m4rcos, on the other hand, he's in 12 citizens. He's got a whole bunch of idle citizens sitting here as the units taking this fight over here. Promethean Offspring getting picked off. The Odysseus still in a very, very good position as the Hippocon starting to come through. The hoplites managed to get on top of this Oranos army. m4rcos not paying attention, starting to lose a lot more HP over here, as m4rcos getting chased back with the extra Hippocon coming out at this point for Sirtok. He will be able to easily deal with this army. Very low HP, but the speed of the Terma is real as the unit's taking down all of these Terma. Over in this corner, we do see the hoplites getting chased into the corner as well, and we're now starting to see Chiroballister coming out to deal with those hoplites. Sirtok's got to be a little bit more careful with his army as the units get pushed back into the corner here. Sirtok at 70 population. m4rcos at 90 population here. There's now more units coming through. Still have to be really careful about these Chirobalisters. The shockwave comes in, but actually, is that a good shockwave or not? As the hoplites actually get closer to the Chiroballister, as the Minotaur now coming straight after the Chiroballister on the back. More hoplites coming through to take this fight here as best as he possibly can, but it's just not looking like it's working out for him as the Minotaur gets taken down. More units coming in for Sirtok to help out. Villagers coming through to try and shank down the Chiroballister. Villagers do get a bonus damage against those Chiroballister there, but Sirtok going to have to move that villager back away. 56 pop for Sirtok to 68 pop for m4rcos here. And who will win this fight is the big question. Odysseus still alive, still doing a decent amount of damage there. The villager's trying to shank the Caraballister away, and m4rcos has to retreat back, but m4rcos has got to be feeling good about the position he's in, sniping those villagers as well as they're retreating back. Nice play there to boot, but still lots more of those m4rcos units getting taken down. Odysseus still sitting alive with 14 HP here, getting a lot of value with his army. As m4rcos retreats away. In these positions now, you definitely need to consider getting yourself archers here. Archers are of vital importance. Once you start seeing Caraballister coming out, that's when you 100% need archers. It might be counterintuitive, but archers are actually not a bad option to take down the Caraballister. At range, they can take them down. They do obviously 50% pierce armor, but it's only 85 HP. And with enough toxotes, you can pick that off really, really fast as these units trying to take down a mana. Not going to be able to do so quite just yet as another villager gets sniped off of that elephant. m4rcos has been playing this really, really nicely thus far as Sirtok moving into the corner of the map over here. More units coming out for m4rcos in the middle of the map here as well. That's a Promethean getting taken down. Good fight here for m4rcos to take, but the Jason and the Odysseus are out to greet these Promethean. Going to be able to take them out very, very easily as these units are just running around here, distracting quite nicely. Like the low number fights, though, they kind of favor the Atlantean, in all honesty. But m4rcos here, he manages to get some decent trades. They're going to be retreating back 90 population to 60 or 70 population. Still like a 20 population lead here, or a 30 population lead here at the moment for m4rcos. As the units do greet those retreating Zeus units as well. And Sirtok's going to have to pull back to his main base. He has only 34 villagers out at this point. There's been so many villager kills by m4rcos in this game. He is playing his he's playing this one so absurdly well right now. This is some very, very high level Oranos here in this game, as the Hippocon do manage to get straight in onto those Caraballister at the back. The Hoplite's going to be getting some good damage onto the Terma. The question is going to be, are there enough Murmillo here to continue this fight out, as the Jason is going to be able to take out the Promethean immediately as well. Sirtok focusing in here to try and take that out immediately, does manage to do so, but there's just so many Murmillo here. Can he continue to fight this one or not? Looks like Sirtok's population is slowly creeping up closer and closer to m4rcos', but in the end, all of the Zeus units are falling here. Those Murmillo managing to finish off the Odysseus here very, very quickly with the mass amount of Murmillo that are on there, and Sirtok has to retreat yet again. Every single time he loses Jason and or Odysseus, that's also a hit to the economy of Sirtok, because he needs to rebuild them back out. As he queues that one up, a little bit of a decent amount of food in the bank right now for Sirtok, but Sirtok here, he's on the back foot. He's on a second gold mine over here as well to boot. He hasn't thrown the walls up here to defend this. He doesn't have any real upgrades, just pickaxe at this point. m4rcos, on the other hand, he's got himself hand axe, pickaxe, and hunting dogs, and he's got 19 citizen. If you think about it, at 20, that's like he's got 60 villager leaders. That's basically at 57 villagers compared to the 40 villagers of Sirtok. So the lead in economy is absolutely gigantic here as Sirtok retreats back into his base. He does have the toxotes finally starting to come out here. I would say that is a little bit late, as more and more units popping out. Villagers searching around the corner of the map here for something to find, as m4rcos almost spots the villagers here, but not going to find them. He's searching for the town center here, making sure that's not going up, as these villagers are going to try and sneak this gold mine. Most likely could bring these ones back in to the main base if he so chooses, but no hunt over there for Sirtok at this point, as he's still searching around the map for resources. He finds a gold mine. There's a wood line here as well that he can jump onto, as the archery range does get taken down. 89 population for Sirtok. m4rcos, huge shockwave engaging this army, and those Caraballists are going to absolutely shred the hoplites here. Not only that, with medium Murmillo here. Now the Murmillo are basically just winning the hoplites by about 10%, as Sirtok is getting dismantled in this game as the Hippocon push forward, trying to take those Kyro Ballista out. Toxote doing their best from behind, but not able to hold on here as m4rcos manages to sweep Sirtok in this series. I'm sure a lot of players here, a lot of people are going to be incredibly surprised about that, because Sirtok here, I thought he was going to be in for a really, really nice series. But in all honesty, m4rcos played this at such a high level. Every single moment of this series, m4rcos felt like he was in control. He's just played it so absurdly well. Sirtok here could not get up to the classical age fast enough to get an advantage here with Athena. And m4rcos going for that faster advance time, the early Oracle attack onto this position, with Sirtok not able to defend against it well enough. And that's just the game when all is said and done. If you guys enjoyed this series, are enjoying this game, enjoying this tournament, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.